All right, let's talk about the word budgeting. I know, just hearing it can make your eyes glaze over. It feels like a chore, right? Something that's all about restriction. But what if we could flip that idea on its head? What if a budget was actually your most powerful tool for success? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. And yeah, this quote, it really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We have this picture in our minds of our parents, hunched over a kitchen table with spreadsheets. It just sounds so joyless, like it's all work and no play. And honestly, who wants that? It's no wonder so many of us just kind of avoid it altogether. But here's the secret. The problem isn't budgeting itself. It's that we've been trying to force ourselves into a one-size-fits-all box. The real game changer is finding a method that actually fits your life, your habits, and your goals. So that's our mission today, to uncover a simple, powerful strategy you'll actually want to use. Okay, first things first, let's totally reframe this whole thing. Forget about strict rules and what you can't do. Instead, think of this first step as just taking a quick financial snapshot. It's like taking a picture to see where you're at right now. This isn't about judgment, not at all. It's just about getting some clarity. And getting that clarity, it's way simpler than you might think. Seriously, it's just 3 little steps. 1, list everything that comes in each month. That's all your income. 2, list everything that goes out. Those are your expenses. And 3, just put those 2 numbers next to each other and compare them. That's it. That's your starting line. Now, for a lot of people who find it hard to save, this is what that picture looks like. The income comes in and whoosh, it goes right back out to cover expenses. There's almost no space between the two. And that's the real challenge, isn't it? When every single dollar is already spoken for, how are you supposed to get ahead?
Which, of course, leads us to the big question. When that financial snapshot shows your income and expenses are running neck and neck, what can you actually do about it? What are your moves?
Well, traditionally, the advice always comes down to 2 main things. Think of them as 2 levers you can pull to create a little financial breathing room. This is the classic approach, the stuff we've all heard a million times. Lever number 1 is the obvious one. Reduce your expenses. You know the drill. Cut back on the daily coffee, eat out less, cancel a subscription. And lever number 2, simply increase your income. On the surface, it sounds so straightforward. Just spend less or earn more. But let's get real for a second. While trimming a few expenses is one thing, just deciding to increase your income isn't exactly a switch you can just flip on. For most of us, that's a long-term goal, not something that helps us right now. And that can feel like a real dead end. But what if there was another way? A surprising solution that actually lets you pull both of those levers at the exact same time. A strategy to reduce your expenses and, in a way, increase your available income all in one go. And that solution is a debt consolidation loan. Now, the idea here is pretty simple. You take all of your different debts, credit cards, personal loans, whatever you've got, and you roll them all up into one single new loan. So instead of juggling a bunch of bills, you're left with just one monthly payment to manage. So how does this actually help you? Well, for starters, it simplifies your life with just that one payment. But more importantly, it can often lower your total monthly payment, giving you some immediate breathing room. And third, this is the absolute key. You can often lock in a much lower interest rate, which means you pay way less money over time. And this right here is the big aha moment. Think about it. Every single dollar that you don't have to pay in interest is another dollar that stays right there in your pocket. So by doing this, you're reducing your expenses, the interest, and you're increasing your available cash. You're pulling both levers at the same time. And hey, here's a pro tip if you want to take this to the next level. Look into something called a secured loan. This is where you use an asset, like your car, for example, as security. Lenders really like this, so they'll often give you even better terms, like more time to pay and, crucially, an even lower interest rate. And that means freeing up even more of your money every month. So let's kind of zoom out and bring this all together. What we're talking about here is so much more than just shuffling numbers around. This is about building a real path toward taking back control of your finances. It's about shifting from passively watching your money disappear to actively telling it where to go. I mean, just think about what this one strategy accomplishes. You're putting together a simple budget, you are actively reducing your expenses, and you're increasing your usable income, all at the same time. You're basically hitting every single target on the road to financial health in one move.
And at the end of the day, taking these steps isn't just a transaction. It's an act of empowerment. It's you in the driver's seat, getting control of your money, maybe for the very first time. And that is a huge, huge step forward.
So as we wrap this up, the final thought I want to leave you with is this. This isn't about what you're cutting back on. It's about what you're building towards. You're taking control. You're creating that space between what comes in and what goes out. So the only real question left is, what will you build with it?